Welcome to Phil TV This Week. I'm Shiza Pasha reporting on January 20th, 2017, and these are the top philanthropy headlines we're following this week. In philanthropy news, the Milbank Memorial Fund has convened health policy leaders to create a bipartisan agenda for the incoming administration. As Congress debates the future of the Affordable Care Act, the Milbank Memorial Fund has convened the governing body of the Reforming States Group, a bipartisan group of health policy leaders from the executive and legislative branches of state government to develop an agenda for the new administration. It proposes several health policy initiatives that have documented bipartisan appeal, are supported by evidence, and are achievable without new legislation. Read more at the New England Journal of Medicine. George Soros, founder of Open Society Foundations, is partnering with Mastercard to aid migrants and refugees. The partnership, Humanity Ventures, stems from a pledge Soros made in September to earmark up to $500 million for investments to address challenges facing migrants and refugees. Read more at Yahoo News. Ford, Blaustein, Levy, and Overbrook foundations have joined the push to protect journalists. Months before actress Meryl Streep's plug at the Golden Globes for CPJ, the Committee to Protect Journalists, Donald Trump was on the group's radar for his contempt for reporters and their bosses. Streep at the Globes urged the audience to support CPJ, which advocates for press freedom and the safety of journalists worldwide. Read more at Inside Philanthropy. In nonprofit and foundation sector news, independent sector takes the offensive on charitable deduction and requests partners to join them in contacting key lawmakers. As a new president prepares to take the oath of office, independent sector has launched an initiative to expand the charitable tax deduction, which enables individuals to pursue public purpose through individual giving. Check out their survey. It will be used to create an asset map of existing relationships that independent sector and its members have with prominent leaders in the political and policymaking space. In this week's policy edition of the New York Philanthropist, Michael Romali, Senior Vice President of Public Policy and Communications, writes, "The time is now for philanthropy to talk about healthcare. Will philanthropy defend the Affordable Care Act? And if repeal does happen, is the sector prepared to advance other areas of progress here in New York and across the nation?" Read more at the New York Philanthropist. Also, check out this week's Insights column by Bianca D. Alston of the Arcus Foundation, who writes about lessons learned at the Philanthropy 101 series. She writes, quote, "The debate on general operating versus restricted grant-making has since sparked an internal debate on her professional versus personal outlook on grant-making." Read more at the New York Philanthropist. Thank you for joining us on Phil TV this week. Get all the week's news by subscribing to the New York Philanthropist. It's free and delivered to your inbox every day.